Allosaurus versus Baryonyx. Baryonyx or Baryonyx? Okay, so in my last video, the Spinosaurus beat the Allosaurus. But what about an Allosaurus against the Baryonyx? Baryonyx lived in the Barremian stage of the early Cretaceous period, about 130 million years ago. Baryonyx means heavy claw and appears in Jurassic World 2. It was also present in the original Jurassic Park, but was not shown in the movie. Oh, and he appears in Ice Age as Rudy. Allosaurus lived 150 million years ago during the late Jurassic period. The name Allosaurus means different lizard. He's just different, guys. For some stats: Allosaurus, height 3 meters, length 10 to 12 meters, weight 2 tons, bite force around 400 kilos max, speed 55 kilometers per hour, diet large sauropods and herbivores. Now onto the weapons of Allosaurus. Allosaurus possessed a very weak jaw, so weak in fact that a modern crocodile has a stronger bite force. But Allosaurus was a flesh grazer, which means it could take bites of flesh out of living sauropods, so it wouldn't need to expend effort to kill the prey outright. Allosaurus had functional arms with 8-inch claws, and may have used an attack like that of modern big cats, grasping the prey with the forelimbs and then making multiple bites on the throat to crush the trachea. Okay, now onto the stats of Baryonyx. Height 3 meters, length 10 meters, weight 1.7 tons, bite force similar to an alligator, more like a gharial, very weak. Let's say 400 kilos also. Speed pretty slow at 30 kilometers per hour. Diet mainly fish, but evidence of small iguanodons. Now onto the weapons of Baryonyx. Like Allosaurus, Baryonyx had very weak jaws. In 1997, Carrigan Milner demonstrated direct dietary evidence in the stomach region of the B. walkeri holotype. It contained the first evidence of piscivory in a theropod dinosaur, acid-etched scales and teeth of a common fish, and abraded bones of a young iguanodon. Like Spinosaurus, Baryonyx possessed strong functional arms with 12-inch claws, no doubt his best asset in this fight. Baryonyx had a body built for swimming. Now onto the advantages of Allosaurus in this battle. Well, he was slightly larger. Allosaurus had a weak jaw, but he knew how to use it. Although Allosaurus didn't have saber teeth, backers suggested another mode of attack. The short teeth in effect became small serrations on a saw-like cutting edge, running the length of the upper jaw, which would have been driven into prey. This type of jaw would permit slashing attacks against much larger prey, with the goal of weakening the victim. Allosaurus was also an active predator of large animals, which means more hunting and fighting experience. Allosaurus was also very quick, much quicker than Baryonyx. Okay, now onto the disadvantages of Allosaurus. Allosaurus had few disadvantages in this battle, perhaps his arms were weaker. If Baryonyx was anything like Spinosaurus, then it would have possessed strong, powerful arms that could easily tear flesh. Allosaurus wasn't a great swimmer, so it would be vulnerable if the fight took place near a river. Now onto the advantages of Baryonyx, if any. In 1987, Andrew Kitchener disputed the piscivorous behavior of Baryonyx and suggested that it would have been a scavenger, using its long neck to feed on the ground, its claws to break into a carcass, and its long snout for investigating the body cavity. If this is true, then Baryonyx may be tougher than we think. It certainly possessed larger claws that were used to tearing flesh. Baryonyx was also an excellent swimmer. Now onto the disadvantages of Baryonyx. While his gharial jaws were kind of useless, and they would have little effect in this fight, Baryonyx was slightly smaller than Allosaurus and could have been pushed around. Baryonyx was much slower on land and possibly less agile. Baryonyx was not an active predator of large animals. Okay, let's fight! Baryonyx and Allosaurus slowly circle each other. Allosaurus goes in for the kill, sprinting towards his enemy with jaws wide open. Baryonyx spins around and slashes Allosaurus. It's a deep cut. Allosaurus almost falls to the ground, but regains his balance and delivers a slashing bite to Baryonyx's side. And again, and again. Slowly bleeding out, Baryonyx becomes slower and weaker, until Allosaurus finally grapples Baryonyx to the ground, using his claws. The end. Verdict. I reckon Allosaurus would win 90% of the time. It's simply larger, heavier, has more useful jaws, and possesses more hunting experience. And you can sleep on Baryonyx. Baryonyx would get stomped in this fight, unless one of his slashes got lucky and hit Allosaurus in the neck. But unlikely. So which dinosaur battle would you like to see next? Leave a comment below and I might make it. Until then, thank you for watching Mega Top 10s. I'll see you later.